It's beginning to look a lot like a scrapbook page right in front of me. There's some paper and some glue, a photo or two, and one with a very vintage flair. And now for your viewing and listening pleasure, that scrapbooker extraordinaire, the one, the only, Terry Christmastime Rice.
Well, it's vintage time because I'm playing today with Cilla and anybody else who joined. So like the little picture that you seen or the thumbnail at the beginning, if you see that any place, they're doing the same thing as us, and it's themes on the 13th, and today it's vintage. So I had made this kit during my photos in hand, and this is a picture that I found, actually my husband found it when we were going through the boxes in my closet, and it's some ancestor, and her name is Miss Jessie Rude, and she looks very much like my mom, and so I'm thinking she's from my grandma's side. And so anyway, I'm gonna scrapbook her today, and she must have been gonna have a birthday party. It was back in 1902, and she's got on, it looks like a warm dress. I thought this was fur, or maybe it's rabbit fur. Kind of maybe looks like rabbit. Otherwise it looks like feathers, I'm not sure. But anyhow, I can see that it's corseted. So it's got like, it's laced there. It's really cute. And this was a picture, I took a picture of it with my phone and then scrapbooked it. But I don't like it as well with my paper that I'm using, which is this. So I'm still gonna use this. I just like it better. So anyway, and this is the last place for it. I figure it's the safest it's gonna be if I put it on these acid-free papers. Okay, now I had originally planned on putting this, I had pulled out to use, but I was gonna use the wood grain, and I think it just looks a little too rustic for my photo and the floral. So I decided to use this paper. So I actually just took the center out because I'll just save this and use it for something else. And so I've trimmed this down 3/8 of an inch, and this is the back of this. I considered using this too, and but I decided on this. And now I keep wondering which side is up. Oh, I think this is the bottom because there's a little bit of white edge. Okay, so it goes like this. Yeah, because I had like full flowers over here. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. I'm really excited to do this because I think it's such a neat picture that I just thought, oh, it'd just be so fun. And I love vintage. I mean, I could do vintage all day if I didn't have grandchildren. And children and grandchildren. Okay, I just ran out of tape, so I'll be right back. Okay, I got tape back in my dispenser, and I've got this tape down, and I love how this looks on there. I just think this was just way too rustic next to those flowers. Okay, and then I took a frame, the biggest frame I could get in the little book of frames, and let's see, it's this one here, so it's almost as big as a page. And then I took one of the 8.5 by 11 or 6 by 8s, that's what they are, and I'm going to use that to map my picture on. And let's see if I can put this on here. Now this is the only frame that's actually big enough for a 4x6 photo. Oops. I just took some of the tape right off of me. Okay, now I gotta be very careful because this is just a little, very close to that size. Okay, I got a little bit too much there. Roll that onto my table. Okay, I think we got it on there good. Yep. And I think I tried every paper in that book. And did I bring it out with me? No. But I like this the best. And now she's got some like little torn places on there. And it might have got torn when they pulled it off the card it would have been on. But now it doesn't matter because she'll be in here. One in the middle. Okay, and I'm just gonna shoot for the middle and then I'll kind of double check it. Okay. And I can see I'm not straight. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I got over here? 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should be centered. Okay. Then I'm going to center her in the middle of this too. I just love this collection. And it's fun to put a real vintage picture on it, even though I don't have a problem with putting anything on it. And I've got just a little bit of paper that I'm seeing here, so I'm gonna cut it off while I still can, because it'll be a lot harder later, like impossible. And don't you just love that? It's like I could just look at that all day long. Okay, so if I got 3 inches there. Okay, this is where it needs to be. As long as my ruler is right up against the paper. Okay. I mean, I'm thinking that's beautiful like it is. I'm gonna say it every time I put something on there. Okay, so since it's a birthday party, I'm gonna put this, what are these called, Howard?
Phonograph.
No, but there's a specific name for it and I can't think of what it is. It's a Victrola, and it's got the little horn. I actually used to have a Victrola, but it was a wooden one with like the frame, or like it was like a cabinet. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, now I can tell right now that I'm gonna have to have something underneath this horn. And you know what I'm looking for? My tweezers. Did I put them away by any chance? Nope. I hate it when I don't put things away. Is anybody else like me? Okay, I'm gonna put this at the horn part. I'm just going to overlap that. Oh, it's a little off center from the way that I think it should be tilted. Let me see if I can get it a little bit more that way. Yep, I think that looks right. Okay. And then I have the party invitation, and I'm going to just overlap the picture enough that I don't have this hanging off the edge, because I didn't want to trim this down at all, because it's also original. And I see there's a number on here and a number on this, and it must be that's how many they had to order or something. Or yeah, that they probably ordered for the party. I'm thinking she was probably 18. It was probably her 18th birthday. It doesn't say. So I think about there. Okay, and where's my other embellishments? Okay, and I've got the dress form. I think that's important. And you know, it's like I see her and I see her dress, and I know lots of times back then, you know, things had to be made for people. And it makes me wonder, because my mom was such an awesome seamstress, and she learned at a very young age. And then it makes me wonder, do you think she sewed? You know, since she looks like my mom. Okay, and I've got this big trunk. And I actually have an old trunk from my grandma. It looks a little bit like it. Okay, so I'm just going to put that right in here. It's almost up against the frame. And then I have this little key, and I'm going to put it at the bottom. I'm going to put it right against this frame here. So it's right in the middle. Now this will be like, when you consider everything else size-wise, this will be the biggest thing on the page, because it's almost as big as the dress form. Okay, so I'm just going to let that overlap that. Okay, and then I've got this old telephone. And I'm gonna have to put a little bit of glue because I don't want to ripping it. It's like one thing, once you've cut them out and they're so detailed, sometimes rolling the tape across them might rip them, and I don't want to do that. Okay, I don't want to cover up any of the words. It's from 4 to 7 o'clock p.m. Let's see, I want it to go right around the from, because I don't want to overlap that key, but I want it right in the center. Or I do want to overlap the key, but not much. I still want to see it. That's what I mean. Okay, and then I have some books. Because I'm sure she read. So I'm going to put those here. And I'm letting things overlap into my framing area too. Okay, do I have something else on this side? To think of what I have here. Okay, I think that's all I have over here. Okay, and then I had pulled out these doilies from, you know, my closet, and I'm going to start using some of these things when I do something that it looks appropriate on. And then I also have this old button, and it could have been from her time period or even before, because it's very old. Okay, so let's see what I want to use to put this down. Okay, I know I've got this glue. Okay, and I got this little toothpick holder that I keep my toothpicks in for, that I use for this glue. Okay, so I'm gonna use a little bit of this on this flower. Maybe. Oh, not using that. It's dried up. Okay. When it's dry, it's dry. Okay, it needs some fresh. Sometimes it makes a little dry glob right at the top. Oh, this does not want to grab at all. Might be time to get a new tube. I haven't even used much out of it. Or maybe I'm just trying to drag it across something it doesn't want to work on. No, I think I've glued just about everything with this glue and it works fine. Okay, so I'm gonna put one down here. Then I have this one here that it kind of looks like little flower petals and I don't know if it's supposed to be something specific, but I just think it looks gorgeous. We used one on my friend's scrapbook page. She was scrapbooking her granddaughter having a tea party. It was really cute. She had on a little princess crown. Now Jessie here, she's got on a hat. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna let this one overlap this one because it's got the more layers. Okay. And then I have the old button. And this is, if you're putting a metal button on something, it's good to use a C6000. And it's got some leaves, so I'm going to kind of position it the way I want. I think I want it to go this way. Okay, and that's pretty strong. I try not to breathe when I'm using it. I think I said that the last time I used it. Okay, and then I was trying all these enamel dots, and I like this one because it kind of looks like these flowers. It looks like the darker part of these flowers, and it looks like these. They're kind of like an ecru. So I'm gonna use these. And let's see, where do I want to start with them? Maybe one here. There. And let's see. Put them there. And I'm gonna put maybe just 2 up here because that'll make a group of 3. And now I've got 3 things there, so I think I'm going to use, am I using the same ones? I'm thinking I've picked up the wrong ones. No, I got the right ones. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to use 2 here because I got the already a group of 3. Okay, and I think I'm going to use 3 up here also. I'm trying to spread them around my layout, even though this is like one big cluster to me. But I'm still going to use enamel dots up in here. Kind of help pull the eye up through it. Okay. Oh my gosh, and I didn't even pick out a title for her. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna go get letters for her. Okay, I'm calling it Jessie. Could have called it a birthday party or something like that. I also forgot to put the photo corners on, and so I only have to use 3 since I have this one corner covered up anyway. And this kind of covers up that little tear that's on this one. And this one kind of looks like it's crooked, but I'm just going to kind of tilt it that way because I think they're just not perfect. This one's kind of the same way. Okay. Nope, did it again. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so that is Jessie. I'm sure she was Jessica. And so that's it for today. And I will have close-ups at the end. Thank you for joining me. And remember to go over and look for that thumbnail. And it's called Themes on the 13th. So if you type that in, you should be able to find anybody else who's playing along. And this one was super fun. I love getting to use these papers. I'll tell you, it's hard to find something that looks vintage. And I guess that's my biggest reason why I just forget it. Well, I guess I didn't really think about a title. Sometimes the title's going through my head the whole time, and sometimes, this time it was not. So, again, thank you for joining me. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.